to show you how to make chocolate toffee matzah crack. It is during Pesach, so I'm going to make some for my family, and I figured I would put it on here so that you guys could make it as well. So I'm going to start out with 1 cup, which is 2 sticks of butter. Remember, if you're having meat with your meal and you're keeping kosher, then you want to use margarine, but I'm using butter. And 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. I have semi-sweet chocolate and dark chocolate mixed together, but that's just our preference. And a cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar, a half a teaspoon of coarse sea salt. I'm going to put some slivered almonds on mine, but you can, there's so many different things. Like, I'm going to also drizzle some white chocolate on it, but you could use coconut flakes as well. And then of course you need your matzah crackers. So we have 2 different kinds just because it is Pesach, so we have a whole bunch of them. So I don't think it's a huge deal on which brand you use, but just use a couple of the crackers here. So you're going to start out by lining your cookie sheet with tin foil, and you want to make sure that you get up around the edges because your toffee will boil and you don't want it to go all over the place and make a big huge mess. So I'm just going to go ahead and break these and get them on the pan. Okay, so I have my matzah crackers all broken up here on my baking sheet. I forgot to tell you that you definitely want to spray your foil with a cooking spray or oil it because you don't want it to stick. So now I've used about 1, 2, 3, I think I used like 3.5. Yeah, about like 3.5 crackers. It just depends on the size of your baking sheet that you're using. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my butter in my pan here and get that melted with my brown sugar. And I will show you afterwards. You just want to make sure that you stir it consistently. This is not something that you want to put on the burner and walk away from. You want to stand there and stir it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you while I'm stirring here that if your butter and brown sugar seem to separate like that, see how you can see the butter, it's not combined in there, don't panic, just keep on stirring and that's going to combine together. Okay, so now I just wanted to show you, see how we have some bubbling here, so this is probably just about ready for me to go ahead and pour it over my matzah crackers here. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I don't like to do mine too dark, and if I keep allowing it to bubble here, it's just going to get darker and a little bit more richer, but I like mine a little bit lighter. So in about another 30 seconds here, it's going to kind of, oh yeah, see, this is ready. You're going to feel it like thicken up. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it over my matzah crackers, and this is very hot. So be very careful when you do this step, but I'm just going to go ahead and pour it all over my matzah crackers and then spread it with a spatula. Okay, so I'm just going to show you just pouring this over my crackers here. Okay, so this is what the toffee looks like once I have it spread all over the matzah crackers, and I've preheated my oven to 350. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in there for about 10 minutes, just until the toffee starts bubbling all over. And then you want to take it out. Okay, so this is what we want it to look like when we're going to remove it from the oven. See, it's all okay, bubbles. So I've removed it from the oven and I have it on a cooling rack here on the counter. Now what you're going to do is just sprinkle your chocolate on here. Wait a couple minutes for it to start to melt and spread it with a spatula. So it'll take about 2 or 3 minutes for the chocolate to get so that you can spread it. Oops, I'm dropping chocolate on the floor. Alright, so I'll go ahead and wait a couple minutes so I can spread. Okay, so now that I have the chocolate all spread out, now is when you want to add your toppings. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some sea salt on here. and some slivered almonds and some white chocolate that I've melted, and then you're going to put it in the refrigerator for the chocolate to firm up for about 45 minutes, but don't do it any longer than that because you won't be able to cut it. It will get too hard. And then you're going to store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Okay, so this is what mine looks like once it's completed. I drizzled white chocolate over the whole thing. The kids only wanted white chocolate and salt on their half, so on the other half I do have some slivered almonds and some shredded coconut as well as the white chocolate. Now I'm just going to refrigerate it and I will cut it once it's hardened up.